What's up, guys? My name is Sergeant Manley, and welcome back once again to my summer car. I think I've said it a few times, but I am absolutely addicted to this game. But on today's agenda, we have, well, it's inspection day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see if our car is up to par and able to pass an inspection. So, there are two things I know for sure that I have to do in order to pass. One, I need the triangle from the tractor. And two, the car has to be, from my understanding, almost completely stock. You can't have any performance upgrades, so no new tires, no new exhaust or anything like that, which I actually don't have any of those installed. So, well, I mean, I have tires. So, we're going to be swapping out our lovely, pretty tires, whoops, for these rusted, dry rotted pieces of crap, I suppose, for the inspection. So, what I plan on doing is taking it, or, swapping these tires out. We're going to take it to the direct strip and see how it performs with everything completely stock. Stock tires, stock everything. I'm just curious to know how it performs. And after that, we're going to take it up to Peri-RV or Peri-RV or however you say it, and see if we can indeed pass an inspection. So, I'm going to get these tires swapped out, and I will catch up with you when we are on the road. Well, that took a lot longer than it should have, and holy crap, do these tires look even worse when they're actually on the car. But, uh, but yeah, regardless of that, we are going to get everything set up where we need it. Yeah, you may notice this stuff strewn across, or strewn about everywhere. That's because for some reason, objects are able to clip through the trunk of the car, so they can clip through the fenders and through the back seat, and it is the most annoying thing I have ever experienced in this game, because some of you may have noticed that there is food on the highway, in the middle of the highway. See, look, that milk carton that I just tossed in there, guess where it is? Right here. Good grief. You have to make sure you throw stuff into the back. You have to make sure you throw stuff into like the back seat. And even that really doesn't matter, because in the end, things get thrown around back there anyway. But yeah, holy crap, these tires look terrible. I'm also going to take the developers, if you watch my videos, I don't know if you do, but there are some serious things that need to be worked out here. Look, look, look. The clock gauge somehow went through the door, dented not only the door, but the fender. I mean, come on. Come on, that's a little bit too much. Alright, so somehow, I guess when I was jacking the car up, it managed to slide over just enough to where when I backed up, the car fell into that little slot and ripped off not only the fender but the bumper. So I'm having to reattach those now, which is great. Just great. And we have one more little screw right there. Look at that. Alright. We are finally ready to get out on the road. Right as I say that, the phone rings. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, sure, dude. I'll get to it eventually. I'll get to it at some point, so until then, I don't know, just crap in a bucket. Alright, which by the way guys, I am not annoyed at the game, truly. I am just really, really tired. I don't know what it is. I have had no energy whatsoever for the past couple of days, and it has not been a fun experience, but regardless of that, you all may also notice that I took out the Christmas lights, because they were just annoying me. Plus, you know, holiday season is basically over, pretty much been over for a while at this point, so I didn't see much of a need to keep those in there any longer, so I just took them out and tossed them aside. Maybe I'll put them in again every now and then for the fun of it. But for now, they are gone. And actually, I had a little development this morning that made me feel kind of sad, because last week I announced that Manuel Samuel was dead on my channel. And I woke up this morning and there was a notification that somebody had liked one of my tweets. It was a tweet announcing an episode of Manuel Samuel I did. And the people that liked it was the developers of the game, so I felt kind of bad about that. But oh, and that is why we look both ways before crossing. Knocked my damn bumper off, so let me fix that. That doesn't wake you up, nothing will. But yeah, the developers liked my tweet, and I felt kind of bad about that after after everything was said and done, because I had just announced that it was dead. But regardless of that, we're gonna keep going. Oh, still have the parking brake on. I've been doing that a lot lately. Parking brake is off, and we will peel out of here like the madman that we are. You know, really it doesn't drive that much different between the regular street tires and the stock tires, which is kind of weird. If anything, it might drive a little bit better with these, which I don't really understand. I'll have to buy the rally tires at some point, because, you know, I do plan on doing a rally at some point. But I'll have to buy the rally tires and see if they handle any differently, because right now I'm not really noticing any difference. And in a game like this, I wouldn't really expect something like that to be purely cosmetic, but who knows? Maybe maybe for now, at least, it really is a purely cosmetic change. But before we pull out here, I am going to completely stop and readjust my driving position, because that was going to drive me crazy. I let off all the clutch too early. Restart this poor thing. I abuse this car so much. Alright. Now let's look out both ways, just to make sure we're not going to get plowed by an 18-wheeler or anything as soon as we pull out. I'm also trying to move the mouse with my left hand, which does not work for me. Whee! Off we go. Huh. It sounds a little weird. That's for sure. Normally it doesn't have that little, Huh. Maybe I need to go back and retune the engine. But, the engine doesn't normally have that little dip in the engine sound. So might have to go back and look at that. But I mean, really, for it to be completely stock, performance isn't that bad. I'm already 6,000 RPMs and at least 160 kilometers, which is way too fast for a car like this on a road like this. And this radiator can certainly not handle it. The thing's actually about to start backfiring in a minute, which is not a preferable thing to happen. So we're going to coast down to 100 kilometers and hold it about there. But man, this feels so slow after being able to go over 160 for a certain amount of time. But I do want to, I want to let the engine be at least, you know, partially cool before we start the drag strip. So we will do our best to keep it at a reasonable temperature until we get there. Yep, that seems about right. The milk cartons had once again fallen through the fender, or the wheel well, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to drink some milk because my thirst was indeed at critical levels once again. And we are... always get bent. But we are ready to get going here at the drag strip. So I have tried this a couple of times. I actually did a drag race in my free time with the aftermarket tires that I had on there, and I will post the times up to compare them. But I wanted to practice lining this thing up. I wanted to practice lining this thing up before we got in here and actually did it, because I've seen a lot of other YouTubers have issues with it. So my method is to get the car rolling and line it up. Yep, there are the first lines, and it looks like we are ready to go. Oh, the car crapped itself. Anyway, we're going to take off as quickly as we can, go in as straight of a line as possible, and shift as clearly as possible, and see what kind of time we can get completely stock. There is the end. So we'll go ahead and slow down. And we'll go talk to Dimitri here. That's the name I gave him a few episodes back when he called me drunk in the middle of the night, in case you don't remember. Not sure what that weird random speech impediment was. But let's go talk to him and see what our times were. I feel like they weren't that good. Max speed 104 kilometers at a fourth mile. 1,000 feet, 18 seconds. It took us 22 seconds total, so really not too bad. I'll post up the results from the last time somewhere over here, I think, so you guys can compare if you want. But things from memory, anyway, don't look too different. So let's take this thing down to the inspection shop before he closes and see if we can get our plates. Oh, that guy would have run right into us if I had to have continued down that way. And that would have ended our series right here. So thankfully I didn't have to go that way. There's Mr. Boombox, which I am completely sick of hearing him. And here we are at the inspection center. So hopefully nothing catastrophic has happened to our car in the few days that we've been driving it unlicensed. So let's use our parking brake. We're going to kill the engine, and we will see what this lovely gentleman has to say about our car. So, hey man, how's it going? I need an inspection. You should find everything to your liking. If not, I will pee on you because I really have to pee. So, you know, be prepared to get piss in your face if you don't pass my car. Only thing that kind of worries me is the bumper is bent, but hopefully that won't cause too many issues. Like I said, if it does, I'm going to piss on his face. So, he's going to walk under and stab everything with a screwdriver. Hopefully he doesn't puncture my fuel tank while he's at it. And, we'll see what the results are. You can never tell from his speech because he always says the same thing, from what I've learned watching other people's videos. You're such a character with this car of yours. Yeah, just tell me if I passed or not, and, you know, you're going to say something about chickens or eggs or something, so... Neither baby chickens or eggs. Yeah, I'm really not expecting to pass. So... Oh, that's locked, of course. I passed! Yay! Thank you, ass crack. It passed, look at that. Alright, let's switch over to our English version. Yeah, not a single thing was... Wow. Look at that. The best 325 marca I've ever spent. Alright, so we have our plates. Let's go ahead and put those on the car. This is not what I expected to happen today. But look at that. Alright, so... can I get you placed on there, please? Maybe you're the one for the front. Who knows? And I place this... Oh, I saw the check mark. There we go. And... I'll take that other one. Thank you. Victor Bravo X-Ray 403. Alright, can I get my check mark, please? And thank you, game. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. And she is now licensed and completely legal for the road, which means, you guessed it, it's time to do all of the upgrades. So, let's head home and do just that. Well, that was an entire in-game day in order to swap out the tires and do the drag strip and get the car inspected. But I would say that is one of the most productive days I've had in this game in a while, and it's about to get a little bit more productive because we are going to begin swapping out the parts. So it is a very, very, very exciting day here in Lope. I think, do I live in Lope or Perry-Harvey, or am I like out in the middle of the country somewhere? I don't really know. But first order of business is going to be to swap out the crappy radiator that we have now, because it always... Yep, there we go, we're backfiring now. Because that radiator always causes me overheating issues. So we're going to swap it out, and then we are going to change out the headers and the exhaust. We'll probably do those at the same time, as well as the carburetor, and that should be all of the performance stuff that we have to do. So we will we'll get that going, do a quick test drive with everything, and I think that will conclude the episode. After we do all of, so we will we'll do all of that, get everything swapped out, and do a quick test drive. Whoop, and then we'll take it from there. And the phone is ringing again. I wonder what it can be this time. Alright, yep, we'll get right on that, buddy, in like 4 weeks. But yeah, here's what happens when you try to take off with the emergency brake engaged. So that's fun. Look at that. That is so weird to see a tag on this car. But I'm going to pull it up just a little bit further, and then we will get to work swapping everything out. You know what? I'm going to swap all of that off camera and do the test run off camera and all that stuff. But when we do the performance run and everything like that, I will catch up with you guys. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I kind of did. It was fun, even though I didn't really do that much. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below, if you loved it, if you hated it, or if your feelings are anywhere else in between. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.